Are we looking good?
I don't know.
I can't. I don't want to open the link. It's okay.
No, it's okay. I will send you. You can see yourself later in YouTube.
It's
Okay, guys, I think we can start. We can give it. We can
Hi
start.
guys.
Andy, the show is yours.
Okay, awesome guys. I hope we're all doing well, guys. Just want to do a mic check. Can everyone hear properly? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear Juan? Just confirm for me there, Juan, if you see anything.
I asking if they can hear us clear. They should be confirming us. Uh, but I think no one is complaining so far, so it should be okay. I think we can give it
Okay,
a
awesome.
go.
Then without further ado, let's have a go. Guys, hello and welcome. I hope we're all doing good wherever you are, whether it be morning, evening, lunch. Thank you for being here. My name's Andrew, and today, as always, I'm joined with our beautiful guest Juan and an amazing guest called Chloe from Flappy Moonbird. So while we have Chloe here, Chloe, can you just give us an introduction about yourself and Flappy Moonbird?
Hi guys. This Chloe. Uh, I'm currently in Hong Kong. So thank you for having me here. Flappy Moonbird is a casual games. On BNB chain. Also launched its NFT collections on Ethereum. Currently, it's we are at this like Korea Web3 festival event in Seoul. So if audience you have Seoul gamers, you can visit our booth there. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, awesome. Thanks so much for that, Chloe. For our new listeners out there, Juan, can you just give us a brief introduction about yourself?
Yes, sure, Andy. Thank you very much again. Thank you for hosting this as always. Chloe, thank you very much for taking the time and share everything that Flappy Moonbirds is doing here. And me, Juan Ibagon, CEO of Elfin Kingdom. We are a decentralized gaming platform. We are building a new amazing library and infrastructure for all the people who are into gaming, into actually brands, into art, and everything. It's actually a platform where everyone is accepted and looking to push Web3 into another level.
Okay, awesome. Thanks so much for that, Juan. Guys, going forward, we've got Juan, we've got Chloe. We'll be speaking about Web3 gaming and the evolution over the years. So there's something I want to just speak about going forward. Chloe, if I can just ask you a bit about this. Do you know anything about how did the Web3 gaming evolve from the early days of Bitcoin games to more recent play to earn games?
Actually, I didn't do any research like on this topic, but I think that's something with I think it could be related to so I came from a like a web 2 jump in and yeah, so
Okay.
more and more gamers, yeah.
Perfect. I think Chloe has coming from a background more type of Web2, and I do agree with her as far as I know, and I actually been checking into space. I know very well that the Web2 space in video games is quite you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's quite overwhelming, and there are many games, and competition is really fierce. Maybe you can give us a
Mhm.
little bit more of maybe you can say actually what type of games do you think are the most popular in like in Web2, like free to play games, play to win, something like that. What do you think is something that most of the people like in Web2?
I think in web 2 there's there's a lot of games, but the casual games are the most played, and they did like they didn't earn money from like directly from the players. They earn from like the ads, the advertisement company. You know, they earn money from, they got their revenue from ads. They didn't get it directly
from the
from
user.
gamers.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, I think um it's very competitive, and especially in China, you need to get a license to launch new games, and there's less lesser license every year. So if you don't have the license, you can get your game on the apps. So on the market. So yeah,
So you're saying that I need to renew a license every year if I want to have my game in China? Is
China.
yeah,
wow. I don't know if in other places is like that, but I do know that China has a special type of ban for like people can only play like 3 hours a day or something like that. Is that true?
yeah. It's it's true, but it's like a band like in like deploy on your ID. Like you need to type in your like ID, national ID, like before you play the game, and it will detect, oh, how old are you? If you're under 18, this like
Yeah,
times,
no. Well, that's very interesting, you know. What do you think about that, Andy? How do you feel about this?
That's the first for me. I know they have some very, very strict things going on there, but when you look at like you were talking about earlier with the Web 2 gaming competition and stuff, have you actually gotten the time to look at the Web 3 version of a Web 2 game? It's actually quite interesting. So if you like look at Alien Worlds, what do you think will be the Web 2 game of Alien Worlds? It'll be something like Roblox, don't you think? So when you look at Web 2, there's so much, and look, it's already been there for a while, so that's why the competition is just crazy. Then when you get into Web 3, everyone's going ecstatic about it, but at the same time, it's still that learning process and going all over that. And you remember when something comes out, like when Bitcoin games just came out. It's all of that research and trial and error and see what it is and see what you like and actually see what's going on. So I we started with gambling. So what do you think will be the future?
So you're asking what is going to be the future for Web3 gaming? Is that
Yeah,
what I'm understanding?
yeah.
I
What
think
trend?
that I think which are the the key trends maybe?
Yeah,
Well, I think actually the trend is going to be mostly standard, being a standard, you know, a standardization of the industry. You know,
mm-hmm.
in which Web Web3 stops being really Web3 gaming, but it becomes just gaming, the normal gaming, and you know, I think this games maybe are going to become something more meaningful than just a simple game. You know, I think that is going to be a lot of development um,
Yeah,
for metaverse. You know, for virtual worlds. You know, the concept of owning virtual real estate and you know land ownership definitely I think is going to take off. Also, I believe it's a good opportunity for people to invest in real estate. You know, right now,
Mm-hmm.
if you pay attention, real estate everywhere is
Yeah.
it's not. I mean, owning a house is not cheap. If you live in China or if you live in Hong Kong, it's extremely
Yeah,
expensive.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a shame, man. Yeah. Now, with what you were saying, I would actually like to know from your side, speaking with Chloe now,
Mhm.
from Flappy Moonbird, is there anything one that you would like to maybe have an insight from Chloe or vice versa?
Yeah, I agreed. I agree with Quant about standardized. Uh, I think that the tax with like more and more devs and technician and blockchain engineers, because now I know that I noticed some like college or university they have added some blockchain courses, and I think in short future there will be like more newcomers into blockchains, and with this technology develop and evolve, um, we can we can imagine like a big booms in like Web3 gaming. Yeah,
Yeah,
like a big boom in Web3 gaming industry. So I think, yeah, and Flappy Moonbirds
Years back. Can you tell us about Flappy Moonbird, what it's about, where you guys are at, and maybe is there anything, any inside information you can give us? Maybe there's an event or something coming up on Flappy Moonbird's side.
yeah. So as some members know, as some gamers knows that Flappy Moonbird already launched two games. One is called Flappy Moonbird. It's originated from the game Flappy Bird, and another game called Racing Bird. It's a like it's a PvP games, and if you have this like Genesis Burst NFT, you can raise your bird, and uh you can get there are three modes. There's three modes about this like racing birds, and you can earn FMB from it if you win, and because it's a random, it's totally on chain. There's a on chain, fully on chain mode. It reads the stats on blockchain, so it's fully on chain. The results on chain. It's so it's random. Not it's random. The result is random. So some players will love to play their games. But now we are developing a new games, auto chess. It's an auto chess game. Do you know auto chess? Like
yes. Our game is auto
back
chess.
your game is auto chess.
Hmm.
Auto chess. Uh, I am not a game like specialist. I'm not like game specialist. But I've heard from the other team members that there's a um really good upside about uh auto chess games. And yeah, the third game is going to be auto chess. I think it's going to be launched in next 1 month or so. Yeah, and
Yeah,
currently we are live streaming the racing birds on Twitch, and every like viewers or subscribers on our like Flappy Moonbird Twitch accounts can get 200 FMB airdrops directly to their wallet. So yeah, if you're interested, you can yeah, you can have a look at that one.
So
Okay,
can you
okay.
repeat that part? You're saying that we can be eligible for some airdrop if we get some of the birds.
Yes. I can't. One sec. You can visit the FlappyMoonbird, FlappyMoonbird Twitter official tweet account, and you can see there's the events. They are like live streaming the games on Twitch. So if you visit the Twitch live stream and follow the account and leave your address, you will get 200 FMB. Yeah,
Well noted. Thank you
it's not
very much for that invitation.
yeah it's not a lot, but yeah, you can have a look at the one.
Well,
Okay,
something,
yeah.
is better than nothing.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And I think a lot of us will definitely look into it. Before we carry on, I just want to do a quality check here. Juan, how are you doing? Is everything still all right?
Everything is all
Everyone?
right. We are recording because we did have some small difficulties. So we were going to upload most of the episode later, so we can continue. So don't
Okay,
worry about
amazing.
that.
All right, awesome stuff. Then just something I'll just say for Juan, if you can just tell us how do Web3 games offer a more open and transparent gaming economy than coming from the old traditional times? Maybe you can have an insight on that.
Mm, I think the way these Web3 economies, these Web3 games create economies more transparent and more fair
Mm-hmm.
are involving the community. I think mm, if we take the example or when we place ourselves in the point of Web 2, uh, there is a limitation of how much the developers can really interact directly with their community. Of course, they can see the feedback, but it's a lagging feedback in some sense. Of course, you listen to your consumers or your users and you try to give them things that they want.
Mm-hmm.
However, most of the part of whatever the gamer or the user is only contributes uh, to the developer or to the the big companies. Let's call it like that. In that sense, the developer is the one who gets everything, and probably you as a gamer, what do you really get? What the user how do you get? You get maybe some items, digital items, but you are not really participating in this economy. So it's just like one way only. So the advantage of the Web3 is that with this tech, uh, the community is leveraged and they become more active and they create more value because they have the right to, they have the opportunity to be participating in a faster feedback through their KOLs or, through their interactions with the game. And also
Mm-hmm.
owning those assets will help to produce value in the economy. They can be transacting not only buying from the company, but also they buy it and sell with other users that will generate also revenue in this economy. They will create this kind of stuff. And in the end, as I was saying, I think in the end, this is going to become mostly they're going to become virtual economies. So you live in this metaverse, and if this metaverse has their own coins and their own in-game assets, you will need to transact in it. You need to, okay, I want to play this specific game and I need this tool to play the game. Well, I have to go and buy it somewhere or buy it from the shop or buy it from someone else who is actually selling it. So the transparency and the empowerment is there through the blockchain technology that allows you to interact and to really own the assets and to just become a two-way interaction and relationship.
Okay, nice, man. So that's going from more to be transparent these days. Speaking about being transparent, I see we don't have a lot of time left. I need some inside information, if possible. I know it's possible. I need it. I think it's allowed to ask Juan and Chloe. We'll start with Chloe from Flappy. Can you tell us any? I know I've asked before, but is there any update or event that we can look forward to going forward?
Yeah. So it will like the live stream I mentioned about.
Yeah,
It will not be like the racing bird game, but a new uh event will come up and with more airdrops. And I heard from the CEO that they are going to be a massive airdrop. I think thousand like quite a lot token needs to be distributed during the next events because for the preparation of the third game launch. But the tokenomics is very important since the tokenomics is quite if you really want to I think um building in bear market is quite hard, but still worth to build, because there's always a bit like a bull market there later to welcome us. So I think it's worth to build a launch. So um with a I think we are going to be more focused on to like um how to protect the tokenomics and extend the usage of the tokens and to the price and everything healthy. Yeah. So but next event, I think it's going to be mid August. You guys can definitely like follow Twitter, FlappyMoonbird's Twitter account, and yeah, everything will be announced there. Mm-hmm.
definitely,
Thank you.
definitely. Thank you so much. You heard it here, guys. For more information, you can definitely follow Flappy Moonbird. Thanks so much for that, Chloe. Now, from Chloe, let's go to Juan from Elfin. What can you tell us?
Well, I can tell you guys that definitely we are still in our IDO. So we're inviting you to participate for the last moment. We still have going on Comunitas, NFTV. On the 5th, we have Genpad. And you have the last, I would say probably the last week the last week, I think will last just 1 week. And so if you want to take part of this amazing opportunity to be part of this uh, moment, well, you are invited as always to be part of the adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. Thanks so much for that one. And I think that will be our time for today. Guys, if you have any thing you'd like to say, now will be the time. We'll start with Chloe. Is there anything else you'd like to leave us with before we end the stream? Or do you think we've covered everything from Flappy Moonbird's side? Chloe? I think,
Sorry.
yeah.
Uh, sorry. Can you repeat that?
I was just saying, before we leave, is there anything you would like to tell our listeners?
I think no. I think thank you so much for having me today. Uh, I'm really looking forward to the IDO, and I was just checking the website and Alvin, yeah, just trying to can I get some ideas. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
we
you
will share
guys.
with you. Definitely.
Awesome, awesome. Then, Juan, is there anything you would like to leave us with?
That will be all, Andy. I think we were
Yeah,
going to do some live streamings later. Sorry. But let's keep it like that for the moment. Thank you very much, Chloe, for your time. And Andy, thank you for hosting. And everyone, see you next time.
Thank you,
yeah,
guys. Have a good one. Bye bye.
thank you.
Bye, guys.